Hello and welcome to a new expansion of Dominion Renaissance. I did mention at the end of my last video that I will have some Dominion Renaissance content prepared for you all. This is the first of that content. We'll be going through the cards very briefly just to explain mostly how they work and importantly some of the new ideas introduced in this expansion. As for other plans that I have, one is that I'm taking part in a Renaissance tournament which starts effective immediately. So you'll see some games with lots of Renaissance cards in them. Second thing is that I'm planning to do a weekly segment where I play for maybe about an hour and we focus on one card from Dominion Renaissance. This will be a weekly thing, I'm hoping, and you all are welcome to join in. We can play some games, we can have a chat on Discord about the new cards and see where things go from there. So, without further ado, we'll get straight into the new cards, which are all available online right now. So let's go through the cards and explore some of the new ideas introduced in this expansion. So the first card, acting Troupe, +4 villagers and trash this. So this is the first new idea of this expansion, villagers. There you get to keep tokens on a mat somewhere, and each one of those tokens represents an action which you can spend at any point during the action phase. So instead of banking money as you would do for coin tokens, in this game they've introduced the idea of banking actions which you can spend at any point during the action phase. So this is a very simple one. You would get 4 villagers and then you have to trash this card, acting Troupe. So the first new idea here, villagers, banking actions. The second card we have here is Border Guard, +1 action, costs 2, reveal the top 2 cards of your deck, put one into your hand and discard the other. If both were actions, take the Lantern or Horn. So Lantern and Horn are 2 of 5 artifacts. So the second idea is artifacts. They are just things that a player can have, only one player can have them. So if you play this and you happen to take the Lantern or the Horn, you would take it from a player who already has the Lantern or Horn, or you would just take it if no one has the Lantern or Horn. Just very quickly, in the rulebook on Rio Grande Games, Lantern and Horn are there in the official rulebook. They don't show up online for whatever reason. Lantern says that your border guards will now reveal 3 cards and discard 2. Or you can take the Horn, and once per turn when you discard a border guard from play, you may put it onto your deck. So there's some interaction that I don't quite follow it, but this is how the artifacts work, right? When you play this and you satisfy the condition, you may take the artifact either from a player or from wherever it was initially. Right, so the next thing, cargo ship. We see some more duration cards here, +2 coin, 3 money to buy this, so you can open with this thing. Once this turn, when you gain a card, you may set it aside face up on this. At the start of your next turn, put it into your hand. This looks very good, kind of a Haven effect. So there's nothing new there. Cargo ship, duration cards, you know how that works. Ducat. Again, okay, so this is a new idea, not really new. They've just changed the word. Instead of using coin tokens, we're going to call them officially coffers. They do the same thing effectively, just the name has changed. Some rebranding on the Dominion team. When I'm talking, I'll go in between the two because I'm so used to saying coin tokens. Anyway, this thing, +1 copper, +1 buy, and you may trash a copper from hand when you gain this thing. So a lot of people have likened this to Candlestick Maker. Sure, there are definitely some similarities, but some differences as well. Okay, next one is Experiment, +2 cards, +1 action, like a lab. Return this to the supply. So when you gain this, gain another experiment. Okay, and that doesn't come with another, so you can only do the trick once. So you'll pay 3 and get 2 experiments, 2 labs kind of thing. So I guess that pile will never empty. Who knows? Alright, Flagbearer. So Flagbearer is another simple one here, and this has an artifact on it, the flag. So we've seen 3 artifacts so far: horn, lantern, and flag. Plus 2 money, and when you gain or trash this, you take the flag. So the flag was previewed before. If you've looked at the previews, you know what the flag does, and if you don't, let me just pull it up very quickly here. Flag says when you gain it, when drawing your hand, you do +1 card. So if you have the flag, you would draw your hand, which would usually be 5, and then you get 1 more. So like a permanent hireling effect, which is cool. Right, so that's flag bearer, and then you gain 1, you take the flag from somebody, so on and so forth. Hideout, +1 card, +2 action, so like a villagey thing. Trash a card from your hand. If it's a victory card, gain a curse. Okay, this seems like a village that trashes, which is cool, and you can open with it. You can't really trash estates, but whatever. That's good enough anyway. Inventor. Gain a card costing up to 4. Then cards cost 1 less this turn, but not less than 0. Alright, this seems pretty good. Cost reduction plus gaining. I assume you could stack 2 of these. You could play the first inventor, gain a card costing up to 4, then play a second inventor, and then you would be able to gain 5 costs. It makes things cheaper too. Alright, so there's potential there to do something, as always, with cost reduction. Alright, improve. +2 coins. At the start of cleanup, you may trash an action card you would discard from play this turn to gain a card costing exactly 1 more than it. 3 money to buy this. Right, so instead of discarding from play, you can trash an action card. I assume that's what you have on the board then, to gain a card costing 1 more. So another gainer. Seems very nice. Seems kind of similar to develop. Not really, just the 1 more part. Anyways, lackeys. +2 cards when you gain this, 2 villagers. So this is very interesting, right? It'll really test your ability to cognize and interpret the idea of banking actions. When you gain this, gain 2 villagers. So, and it only costs 2? Okay, that's nutty. Alright, Mountain Village. +2 actions, look through your discard pile and put a card from it into your hand. If you can't, +1 card. So either way, this is good. This is excellent. And it kind of changes how you build, right? Well, not really. You probably buy like Terminal first, then the village, and then you can perhaps draw the village. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, this is very good. To be able to get something from your discard, it'll help reliability a lot. A lot, a lot. Mountain Village. I like. Patron is a blue card, action reaction, so you get a villager when you play this thing. So it's like non-terminal, so to speak, except you could bank the action, you get money. 4 cost. When something causes you to reveal this, using the word reveal, +1 coffers. So you get money if you get attacked sometimes. I don't know what attacks causes you to reveal your hand. Pillage comes to mind. Okay, sure, whatever. I don't know how many attacks cause you to reveal. Like none of the junkers do, right? Taxman, cut purse. Anyways, you could decide what you want to do with that Patreon, or we'll decide soon enough when we get to it. Priest, +2. Trash a card from your hand. For the rest of this turn, when you trash a card, +2 money. Wow, okay. So lots of trashing gives you lots of money there. And anytime you play it, you get to trash a card from your hand. Very nice, very nice. Lots of trashers in this thing so far. Research, the second duration card here, +1 action. Trash, again, trash, wow. Trash a card from your hand. Per 1 coin it costs, set aside a card from your deck face down on this. At the start of your next turn, put those cards into your hand. So this doesn't say where in the deck, so you could just choose random cards from your deck and put it on this card. Not great at trashing coppers, huh? Very nice at trashing estates. You get to trash an estate, put 2 cards down on your deck face down, and kinda set it aside. It's cool. It's cool. Silk Merchant, plus 2 cards, plus 1 buy. When you gain this or trash this, plus 1 coffer on a villager. Interesting. Costs 4. There's not a lot of draw on it, but it kind of comes with an action the first time. And oh, so a lot of things say when you gain or trash, right? And this expansion has a lot of things that trash cards. So alright, expect to see a lot of those interactions. Old Witch. We have Young Witch from before. We have Regular Witch, and now we have Old Witch. Somebody should do comparison of the 3 pictures to see if they resemble. Plus 3 cards. Hello. Okay, that's more like it. Each other player gains a curse and may trash a curse from their hand. Ha. I'd still play it. I don't care if they get to trash a curse from their hand. Recruiter. Of course, it gets worse once the curses are out, but by that time, hopefully the game is a different state. Recruiter, plus 2 cards. Trash a card. Another trash card. Wow. Alright, we're real trashing up in here. And plus 1 villager per 1 it costs 5. This costs 5. Only draws 2 cards, but you have the potential to gain a lot of villagers with it. A lot of things ask you to trash, but you need to be gaining things to be able to keep this trashing thing going for long enough. Scepter. When you play this, choose one. Either take it as a silver or replay an action card you played this turn that's still in play. That looks like a throne room. That looks a lot like a throne room to me. Replay an action card. Yeah. Okay. It looks like a throne room. I'm not sure if I'm reading that correctly or not. But of course, this would you would play the action card in your buy phase, which is strange, but okay, fine. Scholar, discard your hand plus 7 cards. Cost 5 to buy that, so interesting. You can never actually draw more than 7 cards. Okay. Sculptor, gain a card costing up to 4, and you gain to your hand, which is very good. And if it's a treasure, plus 1 villager. Okay, so flexibility costs 5, as it should, because gain into hand is pretty strong. Alright, Sia. Plus 1 card, plus 1 action. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Put the ones costing from 2 to 4 in your hand. Put the rest back in any order. Alright, that seems pretty good. It seems like you could build a lot of nice decks with Sia in it. You know, maybe with like Wisps and Druids and Candlestick Maker and Ducats. We just saw Ducat, that costed 2. There are a bunch of things that cost 2 in this expansion too, we saw. Potential here, depending on the kingdom. Well, of course, everything depends on the kingdom. Spices. Alright, like a silver, you get a buy off of it, and when you gain it, you get plus 2. Alright, that's cool. That's decent. That's pretty nice. Swashbuckler. This was previewed as well. People seem to like it. Plus 3 cards, so a lot of draw. If your discard pile has any cards in it, you get a coffer. Then if you have at least 4 coffer tokens, you take the treasure chest. Treasure chest is another of these artifacts. Let me go look for it. Treasure chest. It has to do something with gold if I recall correctly. Yeah, at the start of your buy phase, gain a gold. So for those of you who like gold, this might be something that interests you. Swashbuckler. Okay. So again, this is an artifact. Yeah, it's an artifact, so you can take it from players. Treasurer. Plus 3, so that's a lot of money. Choose one, trash a treasure, excellent. Or gain a treasure from the trash to your hand. Very nice. Or take the key. Take the key. Key was not previewed. Let's have a look and see what key does. At the start of your turn, plus 1 coin. I think that was previewed. Never mind. So, alright. If you have the key, you have 1 extra money to spend at the start of your turn. Very nice. I like this because it can trash treasures. Gain a treasure from the trash to your hand. I don't know. That's not so exciting. In certain situations it is, but not in many. I don't know. And the last action card is Villain. So you get 2 money. It's an attack, as you would expect from Villain. 2 coffers. Each other player with 5 or more cards in hand discards one costing 2 or more, or reveals. So this one asks you to reveal, so that's what the blue card is for. Reveals they can't. It could be good. Could be costing 2 or more. It's a nice restriction, so we'll see how good villain is. But it only hits you like the once, right? 5 or more cards. If you have 4 cards, you're immune from villain. And every time you play it, you get like +2 coffers, so whatever. Alright, so the last new idea are these projects, which you see here. So they're very similar to landmarks from Empires. Um, at the start of the game, you're given 2 wooden cubes, and whenever you buy a project, you put your cube on it. That shows that you've bought the project and you have the effect for the rest of the game, I believe. So that is how the project works. I think the rules say that you can only have up to 2 projects in the game. If you play with more, you're only given 2 cubes, so you'll have to choose which of the 2 projects you would like to purchase. So let's check these out. Academy, you pay $5, 5 coins for this. When you gain an action card, +1 villager. Okay, so this changes things a lot, a lot, a lot. You know, on a board with no villages or action, extra action, so to speak, if you have academy, yeah, you have scope to build. All right, cool. Barracks. At the start of your turn, +1 action. All right, we're talking about action. And you pay 6 for that, right? So you pay your 6, and every turn after that, you would start with an extra action. That's how these projects work. So canal, during your turns, cards cost 1 less, but not less than 0. Wow. Wow. Okay, that seems strong. Canal costs 7, so perhaps other people think so. Capitalism. Let's see what this is. 5 coins. During your turns, actions with, so like fishing village, festival, with this thing amongst in their text are also treasures. What? I'm confused. Okay, so they're also treasures, meaning I can play them in the treasure phase. And do I get the same benefits? I guess so. That's interesting. It helps you not to draw things dead. I don't know. I don't really know what you use capitalism for. Anyways, moving on. Cathedral. Cathedral costing 3 at the start of your turn. Trash a card from your hand. You could open with Cathedral. Brilliant. Brilliant stuff. Lots of trash in. Citadel. Citadel. 8 money. Big money. First time you play an action card during each of your turns, play it again afterwards. Wow. Alright. Nice effect here. Throne room effect on the first time you play an action card. Wow. Alright. That's cool. City Gate. At the start of your turn, +1 card. Very good. Then put a card from your hand onto your deck. Not that good. Nice little, it's a little filter kind of thing here, which is cool. Crop rotation, very good, very good, very important for the soil. Oh, sorry. At the start of your turn, you may discard a victory card for +2 cards. Hello. This seems nice for end game. Seems very nice for end game. Perhaps even before end game. Crop rotation, cool, cool. Let's go with exploration. At the end of your buy phase, if you didn't buy any cards, what? Okay, so point to note here, buying projects do not count as buying cards. So you can potentially go ahead and buy a project, buy a landmark from, what's this thing, Empires, and still get this benefit, which is cool. +1 coffer, +1 villager. Valuable, valuable. Fair. At the start of your turn, an extra buy. Cool, cool. Not too complicated there. Fleet. This better be cool. 5 money. After the game ends, there's an extra round of turns just for play. Okay, this seems strong. Like sometimes you could do a lot with an extra turn. Seriously. Fleet. What kind of nonsense is this? Anyways, Guild Hall. When you gain a treasure +1 coffers. Interesting. Very interesting. Thinking about treasure heavy strategies now. Innovation. Nice little art. I think the art has improved here. The first time you gain an action card in each of your turns, you may set it aside. If you do, play it. So this is interesting because if you gain your action card, like the first time you gain this during your buy phase, then there's no real point to playing the action card. Can you even play it then? I don't know. Anyways, we'll see. We'll see. Just here to talk about the cards a little bit. Pageant. At the end of your buy phase, you may pay one. Yeah, okay, so you could convert your money into more flexible money if you have extra. Pageant. Very good. Very good. Piazza. 5 money at the start of your turn. Reveal the top card of your deck. If it's an action, play it. Hello. Hello. That seems good if you could get, thinned and organized. Road Network. When another player gains a victory card, +1 card. Decent. Decent. Sewers. When you trash a card, other than with this, you may trash a card from your hand. Okay, so Sewers needs help from other things to trash. How do I move this thing? Right. Silos. At the start of your turn, discard any number of coppers, reveal, and draw that many cards. This seems good. This seems solid. Especially when you can't trash the coppers. Because you convert the coppers into something else that are perhaps more valuable than coppers. Sinister Plot. At the start of your turn, add a token here. Or remove your tokens here for +1 card each. Ah, very interesting. So yeah, you can bank up your draw somewhat. Cool. And Star Chart. When you shuffle, you may pick one of the cards to go on top. Yeah, that seems good. That seems real good. Star Chart. Okay, so those are all the cards, except I haven't shown you the artifacts because they're not visible here. But those are all of the cards, and those are the new ideas, right? Mainly the artifacts, the projects, the villagers are going to be key. It'll take a while to get used to that for myself, especially since I learned just by, doing it a lot of times. And the coffers thing, right? So there's your expansion. Again, to remind you, I have entered a Renaissance tournament. You'll see some games from that. And also, I'm planning to do this weekly thing. I haven't decided on a date and time yet. I was thinking of Friday, maybe around 4 or 5 Eastern Standard Time to do it. I might do one tonight just because hype. But we'll see. I'm hoping to make the Friday thing or whenever I decide a regular feature so that once a week we look at one card and we could have some regular content coming out at least for what this is like 30 new cards, so 30 weeks. That's a lot of weeks. That's like half the year. All right. So in the meantime, thank you for watching, and I hope you're excited. I don't hope you. If you're excited, very good about the new expansion, and you can expect to see some content from me in the near future. Once again, thank you for watching, and I will see you.